Rick, we come in here a lot after losses and might ask about teaching points and bouncing back and things like that. Kind of curious that what the management is like when you're after a 50-point win, given the fact that that's such an abnormally large margin of victory. And I'm sure it feels good to win like that, but it doesn't mean that you've arrived either. So is there anything unique in how you have to manage personalities and mindsets after a game?
Well,
like
you
that?
just can't have a hangover from it. We talked about that a little bit before practice yesterday. And look, we got world champions in here tonight, so I don't think I'm not concerned about that based on what I saw yesterday and the attention that these guys gave us just now when we did our walkthrough. So, but that game's in the past. It's a very, very abnormal game in a lot of ways. We did good things. They struggled. It's 3 days later. So.
You just said they're the world champs. I know that there's always the perception that the champs get the best game from everybody. You've defended a championship as a player and a coach, and obviously you've been on the other side of it playing. How much of that is reality? That
There's truth to it, sure.
unequivocally across the board every time?
Well, I don't know about that, but in generally speaking, there is truth to it. Yeah, I mean, I've been through it twice. So, and look, these guys are multiple winners, so with them, it's things are going to be a little more heightened anyway.
You didn't shoot around on Wednesday. Clearly, that worked well. Didn't shoot around this morning.
We did it just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just did it in the afternoon.
Is that something you might plan on doing more going forwards?
We don't have, I'm gonna play it by feel, play it by situation, what I feel is needed based on the schedule, things like that. But it's not that we're not doing shoot-arounds. It's that we've just adjusted and moved them to in the afternoon, right before the game.
What do you see as the benefit to doing it, before the game like this?
To change things up. The scouting information can be a little fresher. A lot of it depends on schedule and the kind of team that you have and how things are going at the time.
Rick, defensively,
Yes, Dana.
where do you think you have made the biggest improvements on the defensive side?
We've worked hard on the basics, and so we've gotten better in a lot of the basic areas. This is an enormous test tonight, though. I mean, even without the guys that aren't playing, Curry and Green, and they got a couple other guys that are unavailable. I mean, Durant is as great a scorer as I've ever seen in this game, and Thompson's, what he had, 67 points in a game or something, or some crazy thing, and a zillion in a quarter, this year. I mean, you can't relax for one fraction of a second with these guys.
Wesley still a no-go?
Yeah.
Coach, how do you effectively attack a switching defense like the Warriors?
Well, you got to do it with stops so that you can get in transition. That's a big part of it. And then, it's a mindset. I'm not going to get into specific strategies, but your spacing's got to be good. You got to have good counters. You got to be able to drive it, slip, make pinpoint passes and things like that. There's been more and more switching each year over the last several years. And so overall, teams are getting better at attacking it just because they've seen it more. Also, players that are becoming more skilled inherently. There's just a higher level of skill, particularly, there's going to be 4 guys out there that can drive it, pass it, make those kinds of plays, and more of the centers now are doing those things as well.
Why has your bench been as good defensively as it's been?
Well, they're very good on schemes. Powell and Kleber do a good job of protecting the paint. They both rebound well, and generally speaking, they do a good job of efficiency on offense. And if you're getting good shots, it puts you in a much better situation to get back and be solid defensively.
Rick, what do you remember from and liked about Quinn Cook from his short time here a couple of years ago?
Well, he was super professional for a young player, and he did all the things he's doing now. Shot the ball well, played their system and our system extremely well. I remember that, you know, when he was here, we had him playing with Seth Curry because those two guys played together in college, and they had a good thing going there. But you know, he's a guy that people have underestimated because you know, he doesn't have great size. He's not a super athlete, but he's tenacious with picking the ball up full court, and he's got an NBA skill. I mean, he's a knockdown shooter. He's an NBA knockdown shooter, and so you know, those things will take you a long way.